Christopher Columbus, Queen Isabella of Spain, Marco Polo, Walt Disney, Mother Teresa, Ferdinand Magellan, Florence Nightingale, Gandhi, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. These men and women are all considered to be some of the greatest adventurers of our past and present history. These leaders took extended journeys into unknown territories of the world, business and medicine, seeking new land, medical cures, spiritual healing, fame and fortune. Great journeys start with a compelling vision. The vision is most often a big dream that people who are not visionaries just can't seem to grasp. Columbus's vision was to reach the Indies by sailing west, and if Queen Isabella of Spain had not been a visionary leader, she would never have agreed to fund his quest into this unknown territory. The people of Spain and surrounding areas laughed at Columbus and called him crazy. Columbus's vision was spot on. There was land to the west, so who's laughing now? Every great business, whether an independent business, small business or venture startup, begins with a great vision. The most important role of a vision in an independent business is to give focus to human energy and to chart a path in the direction of what you want to achieve. As an independent business owner, in order for you to see clearly what's ahead of you, you must have a passion-driven vision and must be able to clearly articulate this vision so that potential business owners who want to join your team will buy in, jump on board and start moving in the direction of making that vision become a reality. If you have a compelling vision, other people who want to live the dream of being an independent business owner will join in and want what you have. As a business leader, if you feel passionate about your vision, about the kind of future that you want to build for yourself and your family, then you are much more likely to fully step into that vision and reach your destination. If you don't have the slightest clue about your dreams, aspirations, and the big vision for your life, there's a good chance that you will flounder, that you'll not take the lead and will not see the opportunities that are right in front of you. Opportunities that could take your independent business from being good to being well known in business circles around the world. After this lesson, you'll be able to state the importance of having a vision as a way to inspire yourself and others and to give direction to your independent business. Write a vision statement. Begin to write out initial action steps to make the vision become a reality. And identify the potential roadblocks that prevent a vision from becoming a reality. Why should you have a vision in the first place? This is a question that many independent business owners ask on a daily basis. They think that a vision is some huge undertaking that will take millions of dollars and decades to achieve. The reality is this: your vision is taking an important idea that you have on your desk right now and extrapolating it out into the future. You take an idea and start building on it, making it bigger, bringing in more people and blowing up your big idea into the future. If your vision is compelling, others will carry on your vision, and it may be realized in your lifetime, or it may be realized after you're gone. As an independent business owner, we want you to see your distributorship as a true business, and that business needs a compelling vision. The benefits of having a vision include being a visionary and forward thinking will differentiate you in the marketplace. If you are a visionary with an exciting purpose, others will follow you. A passionate vision or life purpose, whatever you call it, is an intrinsic form of inspiration. In life we have two types of motivators, extrinsic and intrinsic. Extrinsic visions are visions that other people tell you to live. This usually doesn't work. But intrinsic motivators, visions that come from within and are personal to you, do work because they're coming from an internal passion or drive. Visions will help you define objectives, goals and action plans. Not having a vision is like trying to steer a ship in the fog. You'll have no way of knowing where you are or where you're going, so you take guesses at how to steer your ship. When President John F. Kennedy announced that he wanted to see a man on the moon by the end of the 1960s, this vision focused many people to use their energy to take the actions needed to fulfill this vision. Visions help you keep on target so that you ultimately reach your destination. Without a clear vision, you'll find yourself jumping from one goal to the next constantly. At the end of years, you'll wake up and think, what have I achieved? Where am I going? Why am I here in the first place? Vision statements invite other people to help you see things that you may not have seen before. Vision statements are all about possibilities and asking, what if X could happen? And why not? Why not me, and why not now? A compelling vision statement will speed up your process. If you know where you're going, even if it's a bit foggy, you will reach your destination quicker if you know exactly where you're going. Vision statements should be expansive and idealistic. They should stimulate passion, creative thinking, and should paint a very graphic picture of the business and life you want to create. Great vision statements should be short and fun for others to read, and should trigger emotion in the reader. When writing a vision statement, it should be wildly optimistic, without limits, and even outrageous. They can be an audacious goal of achieving wealth, or they can include both acquiring wealth and providing humanitarian relief in some way, shape or form. They should force you to think way out there on the fringes of life. If you can see your vision in your mind, no matter how big it is, it's achievable. As you listen to this audio, think about how Walt Disney felt when he imagined a black and white mouse that looked like a comic strip dancing across the screen. I'm sure that people thought he was out of his mind, and he laughed all the way to the bank. And then there's the late Steve Jobs. Imagine what people thought when he said he wanted to create a tiny device that you could fit into the palm of your hand that would hold 10,000 songs, and now can hold 10,000 applications that can turn on your lights, help you drive your car, or be your own personal trainer. The small thinkers of the world said it didn't happen, and now Apple is one of the wealthiest, most successful companies in the world, and it's changed the music, movie, telephone, and computer industries on a global scale. Let's look at some examples of great vision statements. Bill Gates of Microsoft. Every home in the world will have a computer running Windows. Google, the perfect search engine. Steve Jobs, a computer for the rest of us. Get a computer in the hands of everyday people. Walt Disney, a seamless, magical experience for millions of people. Coca-Cola, to refresh the world. Boeing, become the dominant player in commercial aircraft and bring the world into the jet age. As you can see, these vision statements are not designed for just a handful of people. They are talking perfection, millions, global direction, being the dominant player, and being in every home in the world. They are expansive, global, and bold. This is what makes a vision statement exciting. Vision statements should not be sterile and analytical. Your vision should be filled with passion and should be limitless. The goal in writing a vision statement is to put on paper a free-flowing idea using powerful objectives and to think big. The analytical part will come when you get down to the fine details of your action plan. When you're in vision creation mode, you can't start asking, how are we going to do this? The answer to how is yes. One of the greatest challenges with vision statements is getting them to stick. As you start to move in the direction of your vision, you will experience success, failure, and everything in between. Some of the main reasons that visions don't stick include complexity, distraction, people who try to pull you off your path, the shiny object syndrome. Something else looks more exciting and you lose sight of your vision. People think that your vision is too woo-woo, so you back off out of fear of being rejected or mocked. The passage of time. Over time you may lose sight of your vision and start thinking that your decisions should be made about what is right today, not for your future. The kids, the house, the bills. Blaming other people and not taking responsibility for your vision. The vision has not been clearly articulated in simple terms and over again. People around you will have to hear your vision dozens of times before it really sinks in. The vision statement is too long and too hard to understand. The vision is not memorable. A well-designed vision consists of two major components. core ideology and envisioned future. Core ideology defines what you stand for and why you exist. These are your values and should be unchanging and should complement the envisioned future. The envisioned future is what we aspire to become, to achieve, to create, something that will require significant change and progress to attain. Example of core ideology. The HP way. HP's core ideology, which has guided the company since its inception more than 50 years ago, includes a deep respect for the individual, a dedication to affordable quality and reliability, a commitment to community responsibility, and a view that the company exists to make technical contributions for the advancement and welfare of humanity. Packard himself bequeathed his $4.3 billion of Hewlett-Packard stock to a charitable foundation. Example of envisioned future. NASA's 1960s moon mission didn't need a committee of wordsmiths to spend endless hours turning the goal into an impossible to remember vision statement. The goal itself was so easy to grasp, so compelling in its own right, that it could be said 100 different ways yet be easily understood by everyone. This second primary component of the vision framework of an envisioned future consists of two parts: a 10 to 30 year audacious goal plus vivid descriptions of what it will be like to achieve the goal. This is a bit paradoxical. On the one hand, the vision conveys concreteness, something visible, vivid and real, and on the other hand, it involves a time yet unrealized, with its dreams, hopes and aspirations. A great vision should inspire you to take action. Let's look at an example of a vision. In the next 3 years, my independent business will grow into a company that earns me $1.5 million annually and will specialize in training and developing other IBOs on how to achieve this same level of success. Let's look at some action steps that you could take to achieve this vision. 1. Develop a marketing plan for both online and offline marketing, including business cards, website, blogging, joining the top tier social networks, attending local networking events and making telephone calls every day. Make a list of the qualities of potential IBOs that you want to attract. Host a small event every Monday to talk about the opportunities in becoming an IBO. Call 5 people every day who you know are interested in becoming an IBO and invite them to your Monday event. For the people who can't attend the Monday event, invite them for coffee or tea to discuss the business model and get them on board. Personally sponsor 50 high potential IBOs each year. Out of those 50 people, 40 people will sponsor 30 people each year. Some of the best visions have come about on the heels of a problem, and you have a solution to that problem. People are not earning enough money to live a fabulous life, and you have a solution to that problem by building a strong team of 50 IBOs who want to become millionaires. To cast a convincing vision to others, you have to first define the problem and then discuss how your vision will be a solution to this problem. A well-designed, clearly articulated vision can have profound positive effects in your life and in your independent business. With a strong vision, you'll be able to attract wealth, world-class business leaders, and opportunities that you never dreamed would happen for you. People who are up to big things in the world attract big money, big people, and big opportunities. A vision is not just a statement written on paper. It's your dream of the future for yourself, your family, your independent business, your team, or your greater community. True leaders envision an inspired future and create an image of this for others. True business leaders get others behind the vision by vividly expressing their passion, bringing the vision either up or down to the level of the listener and breathing life into the hopes and dreams of other people. Visions strengthen people, teams and businesses. They give people something to wake up to every day. Your vision may evolve over time. It's not uncommon for an independent business owner to start out with a smaller vision out of a bit of trepidation, and as success happens, the vision expands and becomes bigger. It involves more people, and it may change the way it looks. The goal is this: start where you are today and stretch your thinking to a global scale. If it creates a bit of fear or trepidation, you're more than likely on the right path. Let's look at some guidelines for establishing a vision statement. 1. Study the biography of a visionary leader. Choose a visionary leader from history that you admire and read their biography, or go to www.biography.com to watch a video about a visionary leader. Take notes as you study those visionary leaders. 2. Write about your past. Recall your past and write about the key events of your life. Create a lifeline, and as you create a lifeline, write down words that describe that critical life event or a watershed moment, a moment when life took a turn in a positive direction. 3. Determine what you truly want to do in the world by answering these questions. How would you like to change the world? If you could invent the future, what would it look like for yourself, your family, and your independent business? What mission are you obsessed about? What really ticks you off in life? What is your most distinctive talent or skill in life? If you got 10 other people totally involved in this work for 10 years, what would the outcome be? What work do you find most attractive, compelling and enthralling? If you were to stay totally involved in this work for 10 years, what would the outcome be? What dream do you have for your life and your independent business? What does your ideal independent business look like? What does your ideal life look like? What do you want to prove in the world? 4. Write an article or a blog post about how you have already made a difference in the world. In your article, answer these questions. What's been your greatest contribution to your family? What's been your greatest contribution to your community? What's been your greatest contribution to your followers? What's been your greatest contribution to your independent business? What are you most proud of in your life? What has been the most important event in your life? 5. Take the above article that you just wrote and project this into the future 10 years by answering these questions, 10 years out. What's been your greatest contribution to your family? What's been your greatest contribution to your community? What's been your greatest contribution to your followers? What's been your greatest contribution to your independent business? What are you most proud of in your life? What has been the most important event in your life? 6. Write your vision statement. Using the notes you've already taken, answer the following questions. What is the ideal independent business you want to create? What's unique about your hopes, dreams and aspirations? When you look into the future, 10, 15 or 20 years down the road, what do you see for your life and your business? When you think of the future, what images come to mind? How will your vision serve the world or change the world? 7. Practice futuristic thinking. Many people are trained to become futurists. They do their best to predict the future based on the state of current events, but anyone can practice futuristic thinking by always being on the lookout for a future-related topic with enough research. Not wasting time checking email constantly or on YouTube watching videos. If you're on the internet, be looking for bleeding-edge topics that will help you think more into the future. Create an idea bank. Every time you come across a new idea that you think has the chance of making it to the marketplace, put it in a document or a location so that you can revisit the idea. If you're going to study leaders, historical leaders are a great place to start. Having said that, start studying current day leaders like Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, or watch videos on TED.com. It's also worth subscribing to Fast Company magazine. This magazine is filled with new ideas that you can draw upon as you are writing out your vision. When you think of a new idea, take time to create a mind map and branch the idea out. Think of new ways to market the new idea, a new way of packaging the idea, or a new way of bringing people together to support the idea. Reproduce an old idea. You probably have an old idea, product, service, book or article that you can resurrect and bring into the present and extrapolate it into the future. Start connecting yourself to other futuristic thinkers. Stop spending time with people who think old thoughts. 8. Define assumptions about your idea. One way to start making a vision a reality is to establish an assumption. With this step, you'll want to ask yourself if what you're assuming is true or untrue about your idea, or the people around you or your business. You'll also want to flesh out assumptions you have about science, medicine, politics and technology. As an example, you may make an assumption that the internet is always going to be around. That may be true or not true. Or you make an assumption that big business is going to go away and our world will be run by billions of single entrepreneurs who are going to take over the work of big business. Defining your assumptions will help you get more clear about your vision. 9. Once you have completed all of these steps, write out 5 potential vision statements. Each vision statement should only be about 5 to 6 words. From here, pick the one statement that really resonates with you. 10. Stand in front of the mirror and start practicing speaking out loud to other people about your vision. Notice your passion and your voice. It will be helpful at this point to invite in a few trusted colleagues or friends to give you feedback on their emotional response to and the clarity of your vision. 11. Take your vision out to the world and start repeating it over and over and over again. You want everyone you know and the world to know about your vision, so that when they see you, they immediately connect you to that vision. Now let's consider what your independent business and life will look like when you have a crystal clear vision of where you're going and what your big plan is of what you're going to accomplish. You will stand out in the marketplace. You will be exciting to others and followers will jump on board with you. You will live life with passion and excitement. Your objectives, strategies, goals and action steps will be easy to define. You'll stay focused and on target because you're clear on where you're going. You have a designed vision, so you're living in proactive mode, not reactive mode. Your what-if scenarios will come true. You will start working much more efficiently and effectively. But let's also consider what your independent business and life will look like if you do not have a crystal clear vision of where you're going and your big plan of what you're going to accomplish. You will just blend in with everyone else. No one will notice you. You'll come across as bland to people you speak with. Your life will be fine or even dull, and you will not feel that passion and excitement that comes with playing big. You will have a very difficult time defining objectives, strategies, goals and tasks because you have no direction. You'll be floundering in life. You will live in reaction mode as opposed to being proactive. You will be easily distracted. Your work will take much longer and you'll be ineffective because you're trying to juggle multiple ideas and projects. Having a vision is critical to your success in home-based business. Your independent business can be a world-class business, so take the time to paint the picture of your future and create a vision that you'll be proud of.